Good morning, students. As we have already started a topic probability and we have also learned so many concepts related to probability. In introduction, we have already learned what is the meaning of the probability and what is the main formula of the probability. Then we have learned about the conditional probability. After that, we have learned what is the difference between the independent event and dependent events. In our previous session, we have learned the problem based on with replacement and without replacement. How we can solve that type of problem there. Now, in continuation with this topic, today we will learn what is the total probability theorem and where we use the total probability theorem. Now, if we can do the partition of the sample space, if we can divide the sample space further so many parts, then we can solve that events with the help of the total probability theorem. Now there are few steps. Number one, first of all we will find out that from the problem which are the mutually exclusive events and which are the mutually exhaustive events. Mutually exclusive means is there no intersection or is there intersection part is there. Then we will find out the probability of all events which we have already divided. Then we will find out the required probability by using the formula. Then the total probability theorem is related to this formula. Probability of required event is equal to PB1. The sample space which we have already divided. First part of that. PB1 and P E with condition of B1, whose probability we have to find out with condition of the divided sample space. Same PB2, PE with condition B2 up to so on, in which part we have already divided the all events. We will add all the events there. Now I am taking one example for more understanding. A purse contain 4 silver and 5 copper coins. Now first case, a purse is there. Now 4 silver coin and 5 copper coin that purse is having. One more purse is there, another purse. One more purse is there which contain 3 silver and 7 copper coin. These are the common things, coins. Now, two different purses are holding that things. If a coin is taken out, no, you have to find out the probability of a coin, because if a coin is taken out from one of the purse, that are the event which we can divide. That are the event which we can divide, because two purses are already there. And we have to take a coin from one of the purse. What is the probability that it is a copper coin? You are having two type of a coin, but you have to find out the probability only of the copper coin. Now, because first of all, events divided in parts that are the purse here. Let B1, B2 are the events and E be the another events. B1 is the event for purse 1. B2 is the event for purse 2. And E, copper coin is drawn. That means we always take the probability of E event with the condition of B1 and B2. Means from purse 1 and then purse 2. Now purse 1 is holding 4 silver coin and 5 copper coins. And purse 2 is holding 3 silver coin and 7 copper coins. First of all, we will find out the probability that events which are divided. That is B1 and B2. Because there are two purse, B1 purse is only 1, so 1 upon 2 probability is there. B2, for the B2 case, favorable outcome is 1, total possible outcome is 2, so it will be equal to 1 by 2. Now what is the condition of the silver copper coin? Because we have to find out the probability of a copper coin. Copper coin with bag 1. copper coin with bag 1 condition. Now how many copper coins are there? 5. And how many total coins in copper plus 1? That is 9. So it is equal to 5 upon 9. Then same copper coin with condition second bag. How many copper coins are there? 7. And how many total coins are there? 10. Now we will apply the total probability theorem. P for any event PB1, PEB1. Multiplication of these two terms. Then same multiplication of these two terms. We are having a value 1 by 2 into 5 by 9, 1 by 2 into 7 by 10. It will be equal to 5 by 18, 7 by 20. Now by taking the LCM, when we solve the fraction, it will be equal to 113 upon 180. Now I am taking one more example. There are two bags. Again two bags are there. One bag contains 6 green and 5 red balls. 5 red ball and 6 green ball. It means bag are the event which are already divided. Second bag contains 5 green and 4 red balls. Now one ball is transferred. Now in this case ball is transferred from first bag to the second. Main condition. Then one ball is drawn from the second bag. It means we will find out the main conditions. What is the condition there? Ki when ball is in the second bag. Second bag. Find the probability it is red. Two condition. First of all, the bag is second. Another one is ki ball color is red. Now, two parts are there. Therefore, B1 and B2 events are already divided. And E is the event whose probability we have to find out. So, first B1 is green ball transfer. Maybe it is transfer green. It may be transfer the red ball. So, green ball it will be transferred from first to second ball bag. Then, B2 is the probability red ball is transferred from first to second bag. Then E is the event red ball from second bag. We have to find out red ball from second bag. Now bag 1. How many balls are green there? 6. How many balls are red there? 3. Same for bag 2. How many green balls are there? 5. And how many red balls are there? 4. Now for B1, 6 is green ball, 6 upon 9. By cutting it will be equal to 2 by 3. So PB2, red ball is condition there. So how many red ball is there? 3. How many total balls are there? 9, 1 by 3. Now for the bag 2, 6 green and 4 red balls are there. Clear? Now when after that transfer case, what is the condition for the second bag? If we transfer one green ball there, one red ball is there. Now how many green balls are there? 6 green ball is already there. If we transfer one red ball in that case, already 3 are there. But after transfer, how many red balls are there? 4. So it will be equal to PEB1, 4 upon 10. Now same for the bag 2 conditions. Bag 2. When we are transfer the green ball there, 5 green and 5 red balls. First of all, 4 red balls are there. Now when we transfer the 1 red ball there, it will be equal to the 5 red ball. So PE with condition of the B2 is equal to 5 by 10. After transfer, ball will be increased in the second bag. First, in the first bag, what will be the condition of the red ball? Then in the second bag, what will be the condition of the red ball? Now, probability for the required event PB1 into PEB1, PB2 into PEB2 with condition. Now, B1 condition 2 by 3 with condition 4 by 10. B2 is 1 by 3 simple. With condition B2 is 5 by 10 when ball is transferred. 4 by 15, 1 by 6. When we are taking the LCM, it will be equal to 13 upon 30. Now students, I hope this concept is clear to you people. And now you are able to do the sums related to this topic. Do more and more practice. I hope you will do. Thank you.